If you have clicked on this video, chances are you're experiencing some degree of emotional eating. And whether this is a new thing or something you have been dealing with your whole life, you are welcome here, and I applaud you for taking this time to take care of yourself. So before we chat for a bit and then get into the conscious connected breathing, we are going to ground with 10 deep breaths to get any stress, any anxiety, any shame you may be experiencing right now under control. So how we're going to do that is with 10 deep breaths in and out the mouth slowly. So watch me first. It's going to be like a wave. So it's going to start at your stomach and you're going to pull it up on the inhale and then exhale, and your whole body will contract. So you're expanding on the inhale and contracting on the exhale. That is the proper way to breathe. For conscious connected breathing and for this technique, you're going to be breathing in and out the mouth. But normally I tell everyone breathing in and out of the nose is king. And whether you are breathing in and out of your nose or in and out of your mouth, there always should be an expansion on the inhale and contraction on the exhale. So I'm going to do an example. So now we're going to do that together 10 times. And then just relax for a moment. Coming into the present. I don't know about you, but I already feel better. So before we get into the conscious connected breathing, I want to talk a little bit about overeating, binge eating, disordered eating, and why it is called emotional eating. What I have found is that I am overeating because there is some emotion, some trigger, some repressed trauma that I am afraid of feeling. So I'm pushing it down with food, whether it's an old trauma from childhood, whether it's something that just happened. Newsflash, they're all connected. Instead of dealing with it, food is my drug of choice. Other people may use alcohol, other types of drugs, social media scrolling, a combination of all of the above. So I wanted to start out by stating that so you know there is nothing wrong with you. You are a human being living in a very stressful world, and at some point along the way, you learned that food can help you to not feel your emotions, that can help you to avoid your emotions. And so you have gotten into the habit of using food for that purpose. So the focus of today's breathwork session is processing and releasing the repressed trauma, the emotional blocks that may be leading to your emotional eating, and also forming healthy habits. Deep breathing before eating can help you to connect with your intuition, connect with your body, and connect with your actual hunger. Just this morning, I was making my oatmeal, making my coffee, and as I started to finish making the oatmeal, that manic food goblin voice started to come in, and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to eat that. We're going to gobble all of that down." And she was very excited, and I was just like, okay, we're gonna take a little chill pill. So I went over to this couch right here and I sat down, and the goblin was not happy, okay? Like, there's going to be parts of you that are not happy with this decision, but in those moments, you need to think about future you. Let go of this instant gratification and think, what would my highest self, what would my future self want? And I know that my future self would be much happier with me eating slowly and mindfully. So I went and sat down and I did 30 deep breaths. You can do 10 deep breaths like we did earlier. You can put this on and do it with me. So I did that, and I immediately felt this sense of calm, this sense of peace come over me. And I was not nearly as hungry as I thought I was. And I also made a gratitude list. I did some movement. There was space. When I sat and connected with myself, there was space to just be. The urgency was gone. We do not want to be eating in a state of urgency. When we eat in a state of urgency, a state of stress, not only are we going to most likely eat more than we are meant to, it's also going to mess up our digestion. Our digestive system literally malfunctions when we are stressed. So with all of that being said, I want you to take a moment to let yourself off the hook. Come into this present moment. If you are needing a blanket, a pillow, if you're needing to take a moment to get comfortable, you can practice either sitting or lying down. Take a moment to do that. And in case this is your first time practicing with me, conscious connected breathing involves 2 inhales, 1 exhale, all through the mouth. So earlier we were doing 1 inhale, 1 exhale. Now you're going to be doing 2 inhales, 1 exhale. So the first inhale, stomach expands. Second inhale, chest expands. Then let the air fall out the mouth. So all together looks something like this. So if you feel like you got that down, you may begin. And as you start this 3-part breath, you're going to continue to come out of your head and into your body, coming into sensation, noticing any tingling, any dizziness, any vibrating that may arise throughout the session. All of that is normal. Deepening this connection with our bodies is very important for mindful eating. Because when we can feel our hunger, we can know when we are at capacity, when we've eaten enough, versus being in our heads, thinking about something else, not being in the present moment. That is when we can tend to overeat. So continuing with each breath, 2 inhales, 1 exhale, all through the mouth, connecting with your body, connecting with sensation. Letting go of what may have happened earlier today, earlier this week, this month. Letting go of what may happen in the future and just being here right now. Thanking yourself for making this time to practice, to connect with yourself, to love yourself. Having compassion for that part of yourself that wants to overeat, that part of yourself that struggles to regulate. Chances are it is a child version of you. And if it feels right, connecting with this part of you now, this younger part of yourself, sending them love, sending them compassion, sending them understanding, letting them know, I see you. Invitation to introduce some movement if that feels good. Maybe even something as simple as rubbing your hands on your skin. Introducing some sound may also help. Sighing it out on the exhale. And if you're feeling a little bit numb or twitchy, if you're having some resistance to the breath pattern, just know that that is totally normal. And introducing movement and sound will help you to come back into your body. There may be an emotion that your body wants to feel, wants to process, and your mind is a little bit resistant to it, and that's okay. Cultivating patience with yourself, being in your process. Everyone's process is different, everyone's life experiences are different. Continuing with the 3-part breath, 2 inhales, 1 exhale, all through the mouth. You taking the time to do this video is a huge step. So being proud of yourself. Continuing with the 3-part breath for a couple more minutes. Noticing any heaviness, any tension in the body, and imagining that on the inhales you are sending healing breath to any parts of your body that need it. And on the exhale you are releasing that tension, feeling yourself getting lighter. No matter what chaos is happening in the outside world, we always have our breath. And we can access safety within us, security, stability, wholeness within us whenever we need to, because we are already worthy. We are already complete and whole. So feeling into that for this last minute or so, continuing with the 3-part breath, 2 inhales, 1 exhale, all through the mouth. You're doing a great job letting go of perfectionism, letting go of needing to get it right, and trusting that however you are practicing today, however you are showing up today, is correct. Staying with the 3-part breath for a few more seconds. And on your next inhale, taking a deep breath in, as deep as you can, and holding at the top. And then exhaling with a sigh. Letting it all go, shaking your hands if that feels good. Otherwise, just coming into stillness. Pausing here for as long as you need to. Allowing the work you've just done to integrate. And in conclusion, placing 1 hand on your stomach and 1 hand on your chest. Again, thanking yourself for being here today, for taking care of yourself. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for spending this time with me, and thank you for trusting me.